Sharon Mackless at IDG, here with episode 37 of Do More with R, dplyr syntax plus data.table speed with the new dtplyr 1.0 package. The R worlds of tidyverse and data.table moved a little closer together this week with the release of dtplyr 1.0 on CRAN. It lets fans of tidyverse's dplyr syntax access data.table speed on the back end, all without having to learn a new format for their code. But there's also good news for dplyr users who want to learn how to use data.table directly. That's because you can see the data.table code that dtplyr generates from your dplyr functions. So let's take a look. I'll start by loading some libraries and importing a dataset with 2.5 million rows, flight delays at U.S. airports between May and August of this year. Load the libraries, import the dataset. Next, I'll use regular dplyr to find the average arrival delay at each destination airport by airline, ordered first by airport, and then average delay within each airport from largest to smallest delay. Now, how would I do that with dtplyr? First, I'd create a lazy data table version of my data with lazy_dt. Lazy just means that code won't be executed right away, but only when specifically requested. This lazy object is a dtplyr step object. You can see that if I run class. If I print it out, check this message on the last line. If I want to access data in this lazy dtplyr object, I need to turn it back into a data.table, data frame, or tibble. It's not a type of regular data frame. Okay, next I can run the same dplyr code that I did before, but on my lazy object. If I print out the results, I'll see I have another lazy object. Again, if I want to access the data, I need to turn it into a data table, data frame, or tibble. But look above here where it says call. That shows the data.table code which was generated by dtplyr. You can use that code to run the same commands using the data.table package itself as dtplyr generated. First, I need the data as a data table, so I use as.data.table to create a data table called myDT. Now, if I copy the call code, I'll save that to a variable called x so it doesn't all print out. Copy that here. Now, if I just change this here to myDT, my data table object, and run it, there we are. To recap, here's full code for using dtplyr. Create a lazy data table, run your usual dplyr code, and then turn the results back into a data frame, tibble, or data table. In this code, I don't create a second standalone lazy copy of the object, which I did before. I wouldn't want to do that with a large data set. Instead, I create the lazy data table in the first step of the pipe command, as you see here. And now let me run that. Hopefully you could see how fast that was. I ran some crude benchmarking, and dtplyr was 4 to 5 times faster for this particular task. As always, speed comparisons depend on the data set and operations used. But it's a good bet that dtplyr will usually be faster than dplyr. If your data set is large enough that speed is important, and you're a dplyr syntax fan, dtplyr may be a good option. I'm thinking of rewriting some of my shiny web application code from dplyr to dtplyr to improve performance. And if you're a tidyverse user who wants to learn data.table, dtplyr may be a good tool to translate code you know into code you're learning. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. For more R tips, head to the Do More with R page at go.infoworld.com/morewithR, all lowercase except for the R. You can also find the Do More with R playlist on the YouTube IDG Tech Talk channel, where you can subscribe so you never miss an episode. Hope to see you next time when I'll be talking about joining data 3 ways: base R, dplyr, and data.table. So long.